Hi, it's Windblown Gale from Briargate Court. I have to tell you, I have a brand new camera, but I haven't installed it yet, so until then, this is what we get. Okay, I wanted to jump on here very, very quickly because I just watched one of our founders of Empower Network talk about something that I've been experiencing. I don't know if you experienced this or not, but what he's talking about is how when you're learning something, if you learn it and apply it, it starts sticking, and all of a sudden it is starting to become a very natural thing. For example, I am learning video marketing, and when I first started, I talked about everything. Now I'm learning that people just really don't care about everything. They want to know about how I can help them with this problem or this concern. So I'm learning that if I'm going to do video marketing, it has to be about a solution that I can bring to my audience. I don't even know if I have an audience right now, so I am learning and applying. And there's ways to segment this, and there's ways to bring people into taking action. These are all little steps I'm learning. But if I don't talk about them and apply them, I'm not going to learn them quite so effectively. So one of the things that I just find very brilliant about the internet education that I am getting with Empower Network is it's not just read this chapter and then eventually you come back and you put it into place. No, 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 no. You read a certain section and then you stop reading and you go take the action. We got these little bracelets when we're in Chicago, and I love them. It's Foction. Whoa, that's focus and action together. Foction. I just created a new word. We got Foction. So it's focus, action, and results. And I know from past experience, and I'm sure that if you sit and think about it for yourself, that you will also realize that any time that you have actually had to learn something and then you had to do an oral report on it or you had to train other people on it, oh my goodness, you really learned it then. It's just like me, and this has been years and years ago. I used to train salespeople. I was the assistant or secretary in those days to the vice president of sales. Well, he was out of the country 3/4 of the time, and so the training of these new salespeople would fall on me. And when other people would come in and they'd sit down and they have a discussion, they say, you really need to look at putting Gail in the sales force. And he said, oh, no, no, no. She's fine where she is. He didn't want me in the sales force. He liked me training. Well, as things were changing and the company was sold and we had to move on, ironically, I went out and got my job as an advertising salesperson. Now, I knew absolutely nothing about selling advertising, and I had absolutely no training. But I understood the process because I'd been teaching the process. It took me 2 full years to actually learn how to very effectively sell advertising, because I had no trainers, I had no teachers, and I always think about, wow, had I had a mentor, had I had some training, how much faster I would have been successful at selling advertising. I learned advertising by the seat of my pants, by reading, by just logic, and okay, how would I want to be approached? I always approached it from how would I want to be sold that product. I became so successful, I was known as the golden girl of advertising in this little town in upstate New York. I still have a magazine going strong there that I created 20-some years ago. It was something that I created from my heart. I was working for someone else, doing 2 other publications for them, knew there was a need for this advertising this vehicle that I created, Strictly Business. But unfortunately, what I did not learn was you do not create something when you're in the employment of someone else, because it becomes their property. Ugh. But I had a dream come true. I knew it was time for this product. I knew there was an audience. Why? Because I was out talking to these advertisers every day, and I knew what was missing and what was needed in the market. And it's just like this. It's just like this Empower Network that I am now very passionately involved with, because I know now is the time to bring it to people. I know that network marketing, in the way that it has been done all these years, work for this many people. That's not enough. There are some awesome products out there, awesome services that people need to know about. But they don't, because you as one person can only go to so many networking events. You as one person can only get in front of so many prospects. But hallelujah, by learning internet marketing, by learning video marketing, I can bring my product, my service, or Empower Network to a whole lot more people. And the beautiful part about this is, while I'm learning to do this, I'm making money while I'm doing this. Because this comes with an income stream if I choose it, which I have. And what's really, really funny is, now that I'm focused over here and taking action to get results, I am attracting people to me that all of a sudden are saying, hey, that other thing you did for 7 years, I want to learn about that right now. Well, okay. That's something I learned on the call we had last night. It's called detachment. So I'm not going to share that with you now, because I'm going to do another video on that tomorrow, because it's another great subject. So today we're going to stick with this subject. It's learning and applying. It's a little like shampoo and rinse, or wax on, wax off. All these little sayings are very, very true. When I train people on how to use my previous service, I get such a kick out of it, because I hear myself and I embrace more of what I've just taught. So it's the same with this. As I am listening to the people that have had extraordinary success, and then I apply what they taught me, then I bring it to you, wow, that just comes full circle, goes into my ears, into my brain, and I've learned even more than when I started with just the audio listening. So that's what I want to share with you today, is if you have anything on your plate right now that you need to learn, you can learn it and apply it. And it's going to be strongly embedded into your psychic, into your subconscious, into your conscious, so that that language starts coming out. And you won't even realize, wow. But the message for anyone that is looking at Empower Network right now is the message that I got today from our co-owner, co-founder, David Wood. What he says is so true. Go out and do the things that you don't even understand. You don't know how they work, but you've been told, hey, this is what you do. Just go do it. Try it. It's like getting on a bicycle the first time. Do you really know how to ride a bicycle the first time, or do you have to do it over and over and over again to get the hang of it? Once you get the hang of it, you can look back and say, oh, I did this and I did this to do that. It's the same thing with this. And what I loved, what he said, was go for it, do the actions, get the results, focus, and then things start happening. And then when you get the flow of it and you get the language and you understand, then you can go back and see how you did it. But you don't need to see it right now. You just put it into place. You put it into action. I'll never forget the time that someone was teaching me how to drive a standard shift. I knew how to drive an automatic. The person says, okay, you do this, you do this, do this. He went through it so fast that I just said, stop. Please. Will you actually consciously think about each step and then share it with me? Wow. He really stopped and dissected it instead of doing it in automatic behavior. It was amazing when he did that, because then I learned very quickly. But when he just put it into gear and said, shh, 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 it was way over my head. And that's how you feel when you first get in to anything and somebody that's an expert is going full automatic on you, and you're sitting there going, well, wait a minute. We have all the pieces to the puzzle in a very regimented format, and they don't go automatic, but they do ask you to apply what you learn. So pretty soon, you're in automatic. Does that make sense? I hope so. So I don't know where you are in your life right now. I don't know what you're looking for. I don't know if you're like me and you're burned down on prospecting and trying to motivate a team that leaves more than they do anything else, or if you're just tired of a tiny residual, or you're just ready for something new and exciting and you've never been in network marketing. But you know that the internet is intriguing to you and you'd like to learn this stuff. So just jump on board. Just go ahead down here below. You got my link. Go ahead and join, get in, start blogging, start learning, start applying, and you'll get results just like we all are. So that's me, Gail Foley, passing on a smile today, windblown and all. Had a crazy, exciting day, but I wanted to get this done before the day's over. So take care. We'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.